Hello, today I'm talking to the children, and I want you children to know that this is the easiest thing that you can do. You just may need a tiny bit of help using a knife, but otherwise, here's what we're going to do. We are going to make coloured water. Now I've got 3 glasses here. This is a glass of ordinary water, this one is blue water, and this one is a deeper, rich purple water. Now, I want to tell you that these are not drinks. They're water, but they have been coloured without anything artificial. You can easily buy artificial colours, but I'm not using anything like that. I'm using one vegetable which is going to turn these things magically into colours. Now, you might have guessed what it is, but in case you haven't, I am going to reveal it now. It's under here, and this is what it is. This is a red cabbage. It's sometimes known as red, but in fact it is absolutely purple. So you can call it purple cabbage or red cabbage. And I think you'll be able to get them. They're not in every supermarket, but it's not a very difficult vegetable to get. Now, what are we going to do with it? What I'm doing is, I'm going to make a red cabbage and apple salad. And if you've never eaten red cabbage before, you will love this. I'm just telling you. So we start with a pile of ready chopped red cabbage. And I've already done one here. To make this coloured water, you simply put the red cabbage in water. And if you leave it for about a minute, you get the blue water. If you leave it for more than 5 minutes, and here is some sliced cabbage I've already done, I'm going to strain it. I'm going to put it into another container. And you need a strainer for this so that the little bits don't come out. So you pour the liquid through like that. And I don't know if you can see, I'll hold it up. It is a nice purple colour. And that is just done by pouring the water off. Now, if you cook it, it's going to be edible. It's going to be something you want to eat. So I've got some more red cabbage here, which I have cut up. And I'm going to put it into a pot. And this cooking is not going to happen on the hob, it's going to happen in the microwave. Because microwaves make everything quicker, and I'm pretty sure that you don't know what wonderful things you can cook with the microwave. And I'll tell you more about that later. Now, what are we going to add to the red cabbage to make it into a salad? We're going to add pieces of apple. Now, I've got here quite a nice red apple, and I'm just going to cut a little piece off it because I'm not using the whole one for this. And then I'm going to cut it again so that we can remove the core in the inside. Now for this bit, if you do want to get a little bit of help from the parents, you can ask them to do this. What we're going to do is then cut it up into cubes. So I'm going to put a line down the middle. I'm going to move the glasses out of the way for a moment so you will be able to see better what I'm doing. Here is the apple, and I'm just going to cut it into pieces like this and put them on top of the cabbage. Now, since this is a salad, it's going to need a tiny bit of seasoning, and so I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Then, if you want, you can add more apple, but I'm doing a very, very small amount at the moment. So to this, you add just a tiny bit of water, like a couple of tablespoons of water. You don't want to soak it in water. And then you cover the pot. When you're cooking in the microwave, it's always a good idea to cover things because it cooks better. I'm shaking it up because I'm going to mix the apples with the cabbage. And the purpose of that is because I want the apples to turn magically pink, and I think they're going to do it. In fact, as I've done it before, I know they're going to do it. So I'm going to pop that in the microwave. A slightly larger amount than this would take 2 to 3 minutes. That amount, maybe 1.5, 2 minutes. So after that time, you take it out. And here is what it looks like. It is completely cooked. So the pieces are no longer very crunchy. They still are a little bit crunchy, but they are certainly cooked. And look what's happened to the apple. It has turned pink because the liquid from the red cabbage has actually transformed the apple into purple. So now there's one more thing just to finish the salad. For this you need a little bit of oil. Any oil will do. Olive oil is perfect, but this, if possible, is even more perfect. This is something called walnut oil. You can use walnut oil, hazelnut oil, or anything, but this one is particularly lovely. So I'm just going to pour a little oil onto this salad. It also does have a lovely, lovely smell. And so that makes it particularly delicious. And I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to make it a little bit nearer so that you can see it better. There is the apple and red cabbage salad. So I do hope you like this idea. And if you do, share it with somebody else, tell them about it. And I'm just going to tell you about the book that it comes from. Some time ago, I wrote this book, which is called Look It, Cook It, Kitchen Games for Curious Children. And the book is full of quizzes and experiments and games, all things you don't know about food. And the idea of it is to get you into the kitchen, to start playing with your food in a very positive way. And so you will get some exciting knowledge and you will also produce some really lovely food. So that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed it. And it was lovely showing this to you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.